What if walking away from your greatest success was the only way to evolve? Following the monolithic success of his previous studio albums Thriller and Bad in the 80s, Michael Jackson wanted to enter the 90s with a bold new sound and style. After a decade of musical collaboration, he parted ways with Quincy Jones, the legendary producer behind his last 3 albums. To anyone on the outside, this seemed like a horrific move. Their partnership had produced 3 massive albums with nearly constant chart domination. But behind the scenes, creative differences and a power struggle had been growing for years. When they first worked together to make Off the Wall, Michael was only 20 years old and only just beginning to break away from the Jackson 5. But after Thriller and Bad, Michael had developed great confidence in his own abilities and artistry, and believed the path forward was not to repeat the success he already had, but to create something completely new. And the fruit of that vision would become the Dangerous album, a daring change for Michael, but one that proved necessary and forward-looking. And the success of this new direction began with the perfect choice of a debut single, and one of the biggest events in television history, the premiere of the colossal anthem, Black or White. To understand the importance of it, we'll dive into the making of the song, the lyrics, and the short film. And by the end, we'll know why the song has become one of Michael Jackson's most popular and beloved songs. In 1989, Michael began the sessions for a new studio album to follow Bad. While he believed the Bad album was an artistic evolution of Thriller and his best work to date, he knew that he would need to evolve to maintain commercial relevance. Michael paid attention to the emerging musical trends of the late 80s and moved to incorporate them into his new album. The 2 biggest genres to explode on the music scene at the turn of the decade were rap and New Jack Swing. Both genres emphasized gritty and punchy rhythms, and rap emphasized socially conscious and political issues. Landmark New Jack Swing albums like his sister Janet's Rhythm Nation 1814 and Bobby Brown's Don't Be Cruel proved influential for Michael's new direction, albeit a direction that Michael was already beginning to lean to during the Bad album. An electric combination of pop, rock, hip-hop, and rap would define his new sound of the 90s, and one song would stand as the grand statement of this new era. But in 1989, it was only just beginning to be created. Michael began working with producer Bill Bottrell, a previous collaborator from both the Jackson's Victory album and the Bad album, on a new song. Michael began by humming a melody, which Bottrell transcribed to guitar, creating the signature riff that would lay at the center of Black or White. Then when creating the rhythm, they began by programming a drum machine. But to give it a swing, they edited every other beat to be slightly delayed. This decision created the song's addictive and danceable rhythm. Michael thought that the song needed a change of pace around the middle, so he decided to give it a bridge, but uniquely split it in 2, having a hard rock section followed by a rap section. He wrote and recorded the vocals for most of the song, and Bill Bottrell wrote the rap. Bottrell recorded a placeholder vocal for the rap section, but Michael insisted that he keep it in the final song. Bottrell protested initially, wanting a real rapper to perform it instead, but he agreed eventually. With the music completed, Michael wrote lyrics that transformed the song from an upbeat pop rock number into a proper anthem. I took my baby on a Saturday bang. Boy, is that girl with you? Yes, we're one and the same. Now I believe in miracles, and a miracle has happened tonight. But if you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. In this verse, Michael introduces the song with a message of unity and equality in the context of his personal relationship. But in the next verse, he turns the message outwards. They print my message in the Saturday Sun. I had to tell 'em I ain't second to none. And I told about equality, and it's true, either you're wrong or you're right. Michael takes a swing at the British tabloid The Sun, the one that created the nickname he'd be endlessly slandered with, Wacko Jacko. That name came from a famous fighting monkey from the 19th century named Jacko Macaco. The monkey was renowned throughout London in the 1820s, but as time went on, the monkey's name became a racist term to compare black people to apes. By addressing the Sun tabloid, Michael is standing in defiance of their intolerant, racialized language. After this, Michael delivers a fiery bridge. I am tired of this devil. I am tired of this stuff. I am tired of this business. Go when the going gets rough. I ain't scared of your brother. I ain't scared of no sheets. I ain't scared of nobody. Go when the going gets mean. After Michael delivered his statement on equality, he tells us that he's not afraid of those who disagree. When he mentions that he's not scared of no sheets, he is referring to the KKK, which terrorized black people to uphold white supremacy. Michael proves that their evil will never stop him from saying the truth. Following this, Bill Bottrell delivers the rap verse. Protection for gangs, clubs, and nations, causing grief in human relations. It's a turf war on a global scale. I'd rather hear both sides of the tale. See, it's not about races, just places, faces. Where your blood comes from, it's where your space is. I've seen the bright get duller. I'm not gonna spend my life being a color. This verse expands the song to show that racial division is a worldwide plague, but with one line denies a continuation of this cycle. That line being, "I'm not gonna spend my life being a color." It's so simple, but the brilliance is in its boldness. To finish the song, Michael responds one last time to those who doubt his message. "Don't tell me you agree with me when I saw you kicking dirt in my eye. But if you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. I said if you're thinking of being my brother, it don't matter if you're black or white." From beginning to end, Black or White took 18 months to write, record, and produce. It would be released on November 4th, 1991, as the debut single from Michael's forthcoming Dangerous album. And to inaugurate the new era, a short film would be paired with it. But not just any short film, as this one would become nothing short of an event. After considering several different directors, John Landis was chosen to direct the short film for Black or White. He previously directed the monumental short film for Thriller, so he already had experience converting Michael Jackson's musical vision into the visual medium of film. Over the course of production, the short film's cost wildly exceeded the budget and ended up costing a staggering $4 million, which in today's money is over $9 million. This puts it in the top 10 highest costing music videos of all time, a list which Michael would top 4 years later. The short film would be promoted for weeks leading up to the big day on November 14th, 1991. The world premiere for Black or White was a huge television event, premiering simultaneously in 69 countries. The number of people who tuned into the live event was estimated to be around 500 million, shattering previous records for the highest viewed music video premiere. And on that evening, those hundreds of millions gathered around the TV to witness the birth of a new era.
If you're sitting down, get up. It's time for the MTV world premiere of Michael Jackson's Black or White. Featured in the video are Macaulay Culkin, Bart Simpson, and the guitar work is provided by Slash from Guns N' Roses. So get on up. Here it is, the world premiere of Michael Jackson, Black or White.
Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Ooh, don't touch that dial. He's bad, he's cool, he's dangerous, he's the king of pop music. My main man, Michael Jackson.
The short film begins with superstar child actor Macaulay Culkin at the height of his fame, listening to rock music and a guitar solo from the legendary Slash. This disturbs his father watching TV downstairs, played by Cheers actor George Wendt. After his dad scolds him,
"I thought I told you to turn that thing off! It's too late and it's too loud!
Please, Dad, this is the best part.
You're wasting your time with this garbage, now go to bed!"
Culkin brings a guitar and massive amps into the living room and blasts his dad all the way around the world. This scene begins the film by both expressing a rebellious spirit of the youth versus the old generation, and inaugurating Michael's new artistic era. When the dad lands in Africa, we are introduced to Michael rocking a new look: long flowing hair, a wavy shirt, a fingerless white glove extended all the way up to his elbow, and armored knee pads. The new look embodies a rawer image that accentuates the beauty of his artistry, yet also the grit that gives the music its edge. While he sings the verse and chorus, he takes us on a tour around the world, dancing together with people doing indigenous dances from their country. This impressively directed montage serves to represent the theme of unity in the song. While the cultures of the world are highly different from each other, we all speak the same language of music. This is precisely why Michael's message of unity appeals to a global audience. After this, the frame bursts into flames, and as he walks right through it, Michael sings the defiant bridge of the song. Hateful images of the KKK are shown as Michael blows past them without ever looking back. Then we see Macaulay Culkin again as he lip-syncs the rap portion of the bridge, along with Michael and other kids.
Even a great dancer like Michael needs a choreographer. Vince Patterson mapped out the fancy moves.
I'm not going to spend my life being a color. Wipe your face, like, this doesn't come off, you know? This is who I am. It doesn't matter if I'm brown or black or pink or green or whatever, you know? I'm not going to spend my life being a color.
Following the bridge, Michael emerges on the torch of the Statue of Liberty, delivering the final chorus of the song. As he continues, the camera zooms out to show iconic places from all around the world, like Big Ben, the Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, and more. After this, possibly the most remembered segment of the film is shown, the face morphing sequence. During this, faces of people of all races sing the repeating outro as their faces transition smoothly into the next one. This technology was revolutionary for its time, and is perfectly implemented to represent the theme of the song. At the end of the sequence, the camera lifts up to reveal the production team behind the video, showing John Landis as director. The camera flies over the set and stops when a Black Panther emerges. We follow him as he leaves the set, slinks down the stairs, and transforms into Michael himself before our eyes. Suddenly, the tone shifts. What once was bright and cheery becomes quiet and dangerous. What is about to take place for the next 4 minutes is one of the most captivating performances in music film history, the Panther Dance. There's no music and almost no background noise, just the sounds of Michael's shuffling clothes, tapping feet, and quiet mouth percussion. You can feel the tension building inside him as the sequence continues, and when he's ready to explode, he begins destroying anything in the vicinity. He smashes car windows in, throws objects through storefront windows, and destroys a neon sign. He uncontrollably screams out with the panther's roar and bathes in the light of the bursting sign. As the sign crashes down to the ground, Michael transforms back into the panther and escapes into the night. Within the film, the Panther Dance is never explained or contextualized. It comes and goes on its own terms. We simply watch, dumbfounded, as we witness Michael as a true master of his craft, entirely dominating the scene without ever uttering one word. This screen displaying the phrase "prejudice is ignorance" is rarely seen, and is not included in the official upload of the film. Its removal explains why anyone watching past 1991 would be confused about the significance of the Panther Dance scene. I said earlier that the sequence is never explained or contextualized, and in most re-releases of the film this is true. However, in the original premiere, the phrase appearing at the end entirely contextualizes the whole scene. The destructive dance embodies the anger and frustration that people hold from being affected by prejudice. In this case, the built-up internal rage explodes into outward rioting. The scene is intense, emotional, and immaculately encapsulates the generational trauma that leads Michael to plead for unity.
Burn! Turn off that noise!
Chill out, boy.
Upon release, the single and short film for Black or White were smash hits. The single reached number 1 on the US Hot 100 on December 7, 1991. The single only took 33 days to reach the top position, which broke the record for fastest rise to the top of the Billboard chart, a record previously held by the Beatles' Get Back from 1969. Black or White would end up staying at number 1 for 7 weeks, earning Michael another record, as the first artist to have multiple number 1 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. The song would end up becoming the best-selling single worldwide of 1992. The record-breaking success of Black or White more than confirmed that Michael Jackson was, is, and forever will be the king of pop. And it proved something else as well, that he didn't solely rely on previous collaborators like Quincy Jones, or solely rely on the same old style that made him popular in the first place. This showed that Michael could innovate and evolve beyond what came before, and even grow in popularity while doing it. And looking back on it in modern times, the song remains one of Michael Jackson's most iconic and beloved songs, and remains a triumphant anthem of unity for all races, all lands, and all people.
We had planned this, Mac and I, way before shooting the film, that we would have a big pie fight at the end. We have super soakers, we have stink bombs in the pies.
We're going to nail John. Tell me what you're going to say.
I'm going to say, John, in appreciation for working on this great video.
John.
Yes, and boom, okay.
It's nothing. It's only
Such a great director.
Where's McCall? Where's Matt? Very dangerous to me.
In appreciation for working on the Black or White short film, we'd like to say thank you, and we love you, and we think
And
you've
John?
done
And
a
John?
wonderful job.
Yeah.
John.
Because
What, Matt?
If you enjoy deep analysis of Michael Jackson's most important and explosive works, check out my breakdown of They Don't Care About Us, and the fascinating and somewhat illegal story behind its short film. You can watch it right here.